ain't nobody here. Well, because I didn't tell everybody I was coming. But I'm just gonna let this run. But hey guys, what's up? It's your girl Bree V, back again with a live. And tonight, look, I should have really set the live so you guys can come in, because I do like talking to you guys, do like chatting with you guys. But it seems as if every time I try to schedule a live and make it public, YouTube just fucks with it every single time. So yeah, that's why I had to do it like this. But you know, you guys can run it back. But next time I do a live, I'm gonna make a schedule. But I just wanted to do it differently because every time I do a scheduled live, YouTube fucks with it. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing well. 2 more months until the end of the year. The year went by so fast, man. There's been a lot going on in my life lately, so that's why I really haven't been making these videos like that. And I know I said at the beginning of the year I was gonna go in a different direction with this channel. Trust me, guys, I had intentions to do that. I really did. A lot of unexpected things happened this year. Good unexpected, nothing bad, but unexpected things that took my time away to put in energy into creating other content besides this stuff. So hopefully in 2024 I can do that, but I just learned I gotta shut my mouth and not talk, because when I talk and say things, it don't happen. And it's not that I be lying. I be having good intentions on doing these things, guys. I really do. But things always get in the way. So that's why I say I'd rather not speak on it from now on. And speak on it when I know for sure, or when it's done and completed and I can give it to you guys. But yeah, tonight I wanted to cover topics that I didn't feel like deserve a full on video. Well, actually, maybe a couple of these topics deserve a full on video. But yeah, I'm not going to be here too long tonight. So I'm only going to talk about a few topics like Palestine versus Israel. I'm not going to talk too much about it. You know, you got to censor what you say. So yeah, I'm not going to talk too much about it. I'm not. But I mean, I am, but like, you know, you gotta give the censored version of it. I'll be talking about how that all ties into 2024 and our U.S. election here. And also, I'm gonna talk about the bullshit too, like Will and Jada, Sister Love Diddy, and Drake's musical decline. But I'm gonna get the current events and world affairs out the way, and then talk about the bullshit and the distractions that's going on. So yeah, let's get started. So here's my thoughts on Palestine and Israel. So I'm not too informed when it comes to what's going on. So that's another reason why I can't speak too much on it. But I do feel like a lot of that plays with a bigger picture of painting and setting the stage for our elections here in the U.S. next year. For one, they want to cause division with this whole situation. That's one thing. I truly believe that they also want to usher in, you know, the third installment of that big war, if you know what I'm talking about. Last time we had that was you know what I'm talking about, WW3. I feel like they trying to set the stage for that. And also, like I said, I feel like it will also set the stage for our elections here in the U.S. next year, because the people are losing hope in Potato Pop Joe, especially those who voted for him. A lot of those people, well, I wouldn't necessarily say a lot of those people, but some of them said, this man he's not doing shit. He's not. It's making things worse as far as how we're looking on the world stage. When we go to the pump, like here in the backyard of this country, when we go to the gas station at the pump, when we go to the grocery store, we feel it. Like, the cost of everything is going up day by day. And then, of course, you can't forget relations between the LGBTQ community. I feel like has gotten worse under this administration. I really do. Relations between the black community has gotten worse under this administration as well. A lot of things under this administration has gotten worse. So, what better way than to keep instigating in other countries' beefs? I'm just saying. But they're gonna roll Potato Pop Joe like a Weekend at Bernie's caricature out next year. They're gonna gather the puppeted celebrities to tell you guys to vote for him. And some of you guys will, well, not you guys that watch these videos, but some of y'all family members, friends, colleagues, peers, co-workers, whomever, they're gonna eat that shit up. They did it in 2024, they're gonna do it again. So, and many of them are not really well informed when it comes to politics, but they're very much well informed when it comes to their favorite celebrity. So whatever that favorite celebrity says is the best candidate, a lot of them are gonna go with that. They feel like they're making a difference. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. And what's up, Shadow Mask? Like I said, as this channel gets a little, I'm not trying to make this channel bigger at all. I just want to come on here and talk my shit. But I do need to make you a mod. I really do. I do. But I haven't talked about that just yet. I'm gonna get to that when I talk about Sister Love Diddy. But I haven't got the Sister Love Diddy just yet. Right now, I'm just knocking out the world affairs on the world stage and how I feel like it's gonna tie into our election next year. But I'm gonna get the Sister Love Diddy. I'm gonna get to him. I'm gonna save him for last. I'm not gonna be on here too long tonight. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on what's going on in the world when it comes to that war. I do feel like it's gonna set the stage for our elections. But one thing I know for sure, if Potato Pop Joe gets one more term, oh, this country really is gonna collapse. It's definitely gonna collapse. Definitely so. But yeah, on to the next topic. Drake. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest with you. I feel like something big is gonna happen next year. So who knows what's gonna happen? But looking at, like I said, I seen politics in and out. So it's like I have seen a glimpse of the GOP nominations. I have. And I know some of you guys wanted me to talk about Trump. I do feel like his arrest was a big distraction for something else. Those arrest photos were funny, I'm not gonna lie. I do feel like they are trying their hardest to make sure he doesn't get another term. That's all that is. Like, it's clear as day. I'm not even a Trump supporter, not a fan of Trump at all, but I do feel like that's what's going on here. One thing I can say, though, I gotta give it to Trump, though. I'm gonna give him his credit where it's due with some things. I am. Shit was better under him economically. I'm not gonna lie there. I'm not gonna front there. The black community was in a better place under him, especially with the First Step Act. He did give funding to black businesses. What's Creepy Sleepy Joe giving y'all asses? What's Creepy Sleepy Joe giving the black community now? Well, not just the black community, but any other community. I mean, he gave the Asian community their own crime bill. He giving the LGBTQ community everything. And even though I'm supposedly a part of the community, I don't give a shit what he giving me with that, because it's not benefiting me in the long run. It's not. I do think it's going to be some stuff going on with Trump in 2024, but I'm going to save that for 2024. I am. I'm going to save that for 2024. I am. But yeah, let's get on to y'all good sis Drizzy. 21. Can you do something? Hey, do your thing, 21. Do your thing. Let's get on to y'all good sis Drizzy and his musical decline. So, Drake dropped a new album called For All My Dogs, and did I listen to it? Hell no. I haven't been excited for a Drake project since Scorpion, if I'm going to be honest here. But there's people in my life that's been asking me, did you listen to the project? Did you listen to the project? Like, bruh, I don't have all day. Like, look, I'm not like y'all. Be sitting on Instagram all day looking for excitement, looking for a celebrity to live vicariously through, looking for them to drop entertainment to get me out of my discontentment and my boredom. I'm not like that. So no, I'm not excited or sitting around waiting for Drake or any other artist to drop a project. But I will say this: a lot of the masses get excited for these mainstream artists to drop projects and then get disappointed, especially within the last few years. I've noticed this. Yeah, they fucking with my live, y'all. They fucking with my live. well. I'm gonna keep talking about these artists, these mainstream artists. When you listen to somebody and they play in their music, and Drake killed R&B. You used to have female R&B features. Now you have Lil Sister Drake as a feature. Now I'm gonna get into that. I'm gonna get into Drake's musical decline and where I think it started and all that in his path in the music industry. I am. But the reason why y'all not satisfied with a lot of these artists that's dropping music these days is because their souls are not there to give y'all what y'all need. Especially within the last few years, and we know how the energy is shifting in Hollywood. Y'all not gonna get good music again. Y'all not getting good music from these artists ever again. Y'all not. They're not giving y'all good music anymore. Y'all best bet at good music is underground artists. But the entertainment industry is not going to give you guys good music anymore. They're not going to give you guys good movies anymore, good shows anymore. They're not going to give y'all good anything anymore. It's going to continue to get worse. So just accept it and move on and go find some independent creators to get y'all excited. But yeah, Hollywood been working with AI for decades. Let's be honest here. We know that they, because we all know they're a part of that 3-letter agency too. They know about technology decades in advance before they introduce it to us, the public. So there's no doubt in my mind that the music industry has been using AI for years. Well, not just the music industry, but also Hollywood as a whole. So I wouldn't be surprised if they've been using AI for years. But let's talk about Drake's musical decline, because now y'all starting to realize that he's on a decline. So only reason why I'm talking about Drake is because I did a video on him 2 years ago, and I talked about this in his video. He's been on a musical decline for a while. I used to be a huge Drake fan. Drake's golden years were between 2008 and 2015. Those were Drake's golden years musically. Back then, I was a huge Drake fan. You couldn't tell me shit. You know, if you told me Drake dropped a terrible project, I'm going to look at you like you were crazy back then. But now y'all say Drake dropped a terrible project, and I'm like, I know he did. He been dropping terrible projects for years. Okay, so I noticed that the musical decline with Drake started at views. His musical decline started at views to me. Some think it started within the last few years, but no, it started back in 2016 to me. I feel like that beef with Meek Mills did something to him musically and sent him on a downward spiral musically and creatively. Meek may have lost that battle, but he definitely won that war. Yeah, Meek don't have too much of a career these days, and he's pretty much an escort for these male billionaires, but he left a big stain on Drake's creativity, on his artistry, all that. He left him with no confidence. He did. That's why Drake out here lashing out at Joe Budden. But I bet you he's not gonna lash out at Azalea Banks. Cause Azalea Banks called him out too. Pusha T too. Pusha T. Meek ruined his artistry. Pusha T ruined his image. That's how I take it. So Drake has been getting hit and taken down for years, it seems like. But I remember when Views dropped. And I was like, everybody was hyping the shit up. And I'm like, what are y'all listening to? Like, this is, I mean, it's alright. Maybe I was like, maybe I gotta listen to this album a few times. And maybe I'll get the hype that y'all giving it. But as the years went on, as time went on, the album didn't get better to me. I'm not saying that it's Drake's worst album, but that's where the musical decline started at. The only song on Views that matters to this day to me is Child's Play. Bounce that shit like, whoa. Bounce that shit like, whoa. Heard all of the stories about you. I already know how you like it. Take you to the mall and get you a new outfit. Girl, that's just some Child's Play. Bounce that shit like, what? Why you gotta fight with me at Cheesecake? You know I love to go there. Say I'm acting light skinned. I can't take you nowhere. This a place for families that drive Camrys and go to Disney. That's the only song on Views that actually still matters to me, honestly. And that's on my workout playlist too. That's the only song on Views that still matters to me is Child's Play. It is. But other than that, Drake's musical decline started at Views. And Scorpion was slightly better than Views, but it was missing that hunger that he used to have during that 2008, 2015 era. It was. He had a couple songs on Scorpion that I like. And I remember when he released Dark Lane tapes during the pandemic, and Chicago Freestyle was the only song that I like, but only because Giveon made that song for me. I like Giveon's music. Giveon made that song to me, honestly. But I remember I did my video when Certified Lover Boy dropped. I really didn't check out Certified Lover Boy, but in passing I heard the songs and I'm thinking, this is the best Drake can do. Where's the growth? Where's the growth? And I didn't listen to, I didn't even listen to Her Loss. I didn't even care to listen to Her Loss. But 21 saved him. 21 saved him for criticism with Her Loss, I feel like. And I damn sure am not going to listen to For All My Dogs. But I will say this. Because I heard that Drake, well, I'm going to get into that more, but it's like he's going through a midlife crisis right now. I mean, he's been having an identity crisis for years. This man don't know if he wants to be Canadian. He don't know if he wants to be American. He don't know if he wants to be Jamaican. He don't know if he wants to be British. He don't know if he wants to be Hispanic. He don't know himself. That's why the music is not hitting like it used to no more, because Drake don't know himself. How you gonna make good music when you don't know yourself? It seems to me like he knew himself a little bit more back in the early 2010s than he do now. Well, of course he don't know himself, because Meek ruined his artistry and Pusha ruined his image. So yeah, he's going through an identity crisis. And Joe Budden was right. Stop making music for these 25-year-olds. You're pushing 40 now. I'm 30 and I don't even relate to your music no more. Only making hits for the women. Yeah, the women his core fan base. Women are his core fan base, but guess what? Even they are getting sick of Drake. They are starting to call him a misogynist. He's been spending too much time with Baby Daddy Future. Bitter Baby Daddy Future. And now bitter Baby Daddy Future's ways are rubbing off on him. He been making music too long with bitter Baby Daddy Future, and now bitter Baby Daddy Future is rubbing off on Drake. But yeah, Drake makes hits for the women, but the women are starting to see through him too. So he's really fucking up. He's fucking up his core fan base right now. Women are not liking how Drake keeps constantly dissing Megan Thee Stallion and Rihanna unprovoked. And we know those women are beloved amongst a lot of women within society. Well, Megan is iffy because there are some women out there that still believe that Megan is lying about Tory Lanez, and I'm one of those women. I'm not gonna lie. I am. And then Rihanna is really, we know Rihanna is really beloved amongst women. You know, a lot of women see her as the epitome for what they want to be, and that's why they live vicariously through her. But he also was dissing Serena Williams' husband too. Like, bruh, come on now. 2 out of 3 of those women you may have had, but they seem to have moved on or in relationships. Seem to be, like I said, we don't know what goes on behind closed doors with these celebrities, but Serena Williams and Rihanna seem to be very happy with their families. They seem to be very happy with just making babies and enjoying motherhood. While you sitting over there like bitter baby daddy Future, you got all that money, all that success, and all you can pull is low-ranked Instagram models and strippers. I'll be better too. But I truly think a lot of these industry women know that Drake is a little fruitcake, so they got, and he's a little nasty. You know, we know he's like R. Kelly right now, R. Kelly Jr. It seems like to me, you know, Drake's like for underage girls is a big open secret. And I do believe that's why he wants to take a break, is due to all that. I've actually seen more Drake stands. Yeah, a lot of even some of his male fans are starting to see through him too. But his female fans, they done with him. They sick and tired of him dissing beloved women and women they look up to. They sick of that shit. So, and I'm gonna be honest here, it does make him look very bitter. It does. What you mad because Megan Thee Stallion let Tory Lanez of all people hit before you? Even Ice Spice turned your ass down. No, that's why he bitter. He bitter. But Drake said he's going on a hiatus. He needs to. He needs to, because not only has he oversaturated the market within the past few years, but the music isn't good, so you might as well just go bye-bye. He dissing Andrew Tate too. I'm gonna be honest here. I feel like Drake wishes he could be Andrew Tate. Seriously, because you see how a lot of men, especially quote-unquote red pill men, especially since Kevin Samuels passed away, a lot of men look up to Andrew Tate. So Drake only dissing Andrew Tate because he wants to be Andrew Tate. Drake sees the idol worship that Andrew Tate gets from men, and Drake secretly wants that shit. He's sick and tired of females idolizing him. Which, by the way, I don't see how a lot of, because I know some women that you know crush on Drake. Look, I get it during the Degrassi days, but the beard, the extra sketch beard, because come on now, we know that beard is not real. The lipo abs. That's probably why he's going on break, because he's getting more surgery. But I also think he's going on a break too because of those rumors. You know, the open secret that he, you know, the calls are getting louder for Drake when it comes to his liking for underage girls. And from what I've heard, he mentioned that on his new album. He mentioned Millie Bobby Brown again. Well, I don't think he mentioned her before, but who did the beard first? Eminem or Drake? Eminem's beard do look fake too. Because I believe Eminem is a clone. And I noticed that they've been using Eminem for a lot of political agendas within the last few years, and especially within the last year, they've been using him to push a lot of political agendas. That's what they do when they with the clones, the ones that's no longer in control anymore. They use them for all types of agendas. But I do think, of course, Eminem's beard is fake because that's not Eminem. Like whoever the fuck that we see today that's presenting himself as Eminem is a clone. That's what I believe. They've been using Eminem for some political agendas too. So I'm surprised they're not using Britney Spears because she's completely controlled too, like Eminem. If you know what I mean. But actually, they did use her. They used her in 2016 because I watched that Britney Spears doc that Liz Crokin did. But I'm surprised they're not using her now. I mean, they did use her to promote the Mayweather Tyson jab too, so they might use her again. I think I'm gonna talk about Britney too. Yeah, actually, I do want to touch on Britney Spears because I do feel like they about to line her up. Apparently her handler that she was married to, they about to, they divorced. So I feel like they about to set the stage because they already talking about interventions. She going quote unquote crazy. They lining Britney Spears up for that big sacrifice. And that's all I got about that. Yeah, they use, Potato Pot Joe called him boy. But I was also watching, shout out to For No Fame. Shout out to For No Fame. Y'all go check out For No Fame. Go subscribe to him. He does his morning show every morning during the weekdays. I'll be over there sometimes on my way to work listening to him. But he broke down LL Cool J a couple weeks ago, and pretty much how LL Cool J has been marketed to the rainbow community on the low. I mean, come on now. We know, LL Cool J has been exposed by trans women in the past, so it's not far-fetched. It's not. It's not. But, yeah, Sister Love Drake's musical decline is here. And don't be surprised if we get a surviving Drake doc within the next maybe, I would say maybe 10 years from now, we're going to see his downfall in the surviving Drake documentary. We will. I don't know, because I feel like she's cloned to Britney Spears. I'm a little iffy on her. Like you said, she could be just playing crazy, but I truly believe that, she's cloned too. Her and Eminem both. Beyonce too. Potato Pop Joe. I got so many nicknames for that man. Creepy Sleepy Joe. The Weekend at Bernie caricature. No, for real, they be dragging this man around like Weekend at Bernie's, and he be looking half dead at these events, be looking lost. It's like he's looking for his nurse. Look, if Joe Biden wasn't such a creep, if he wasn't such a racist, if he wasn't such a kitty diddler, I would actually feel sorry for him. I really would. If he wasn't fucking up this country, I would really feel sorry for him. Because Jill Biden ain't shit. She need to be arrested. She need to be arrested for elder abuse. Her, creepy ass Hunter, and his other daughter. They all need to be arrested. They do. But yeah, I would feel sorry for Joe Biden if he wasn't all those things. I really would. But speaking of downfalls, we can act out like Will and Jada. Everybody that was mentioned in that song had fell as a couple. We can act out like Will and Jada. Oh, Kamaro and Russell making paper. And then she exposed him too not too long ago, Kamora Lee Simmons. Her and their daughter came out against him not too long ago. But yeah, every couple that Alicia Keys gatekeeping ass mentioned in Unbreakable has fallen. So man, I like having you on here, Shadow Mask, but enjoy your night. I'll see you next time. But so I'm gonna talk about them only because they were on. Well, Jada is running her mouth again. So Jada Pinkett Smith has a new book coming out, and she's talking about her life here in Baltimore. She's talking about her road to Hollywood and her marriage to Will Smith. I'm just like, oh, of course, she's gonna talk about Tupac. Of course, she's gonna talk about the love of her life, Tupac. And all I gotta say to all that is, all I gotta say to all that is, y'all not gonna like what I'm gonna say, but I'm Team Jada, y'all. I am. I don't feel sorry for Will Smith. I really don't. And the reason why I don't feel sorry for Will Smith is because he's on them Epstein Island flight logs. And not to mention, he has been in control of so many careers in Hollywood and has possibly also destroyed careers in Hollywood. He is one of the reasons why. I mean, I mentioned this in my video. Jaguar Wright may not be in the best place right now, and she may not be as credible. Well, I'm not going to say she's not credible, but Jaguar Wright may not be in the best headspace right now, but I don't think she was lying when she was talking about what goes on at the Smith family compound. I really don't. But that's why I don't feel sorry for Will Smith. Jada, keep dragging him, girl. Keep dragging him, girl. But you still a clown, though. You are still a clown, Jada. I mean, look at how y'all kids turned out. That's why you a clown. And they are both narcissists. Let's keep it 100 here. Y'all, the backlash against Jada, I feel like Will should be sharing that backlash too. They both narcissists. It's just that Will is much better at playing the innocent role here. But they both clowns, y'all. They are. But I will say this about Jada too, and I'm not trying to make excuses for her at all. I'm not. But you also see this in Monique too, someone that also is from Baltimore, another Baltimore woman. And y'all see this with me too, another woman. But the women here in Baltimore, because only a Baltimore chick would do what Jada did. And I would know this shit. But I'm not going to put this on her in a Baltimore chick, but I'm going to say this though. Because Jada has a very dominating masculine energy, a very alpha masculine energy. And Monique has this type of energy too. It's just something about the environment here in this city that forces a lot of us women, a lot of us young girls, a lot of us women to grow up a little faster. It don't matter if you were sheltered from the heart of the city. And what I mean by the heart, the inner city where all the crime and everything happens. Well, actually, it happens all over the city, really. But what I'm trying to say is, don't matter if you were sheltered or not, come from a good home or not, the effects of the city, the energy that's in the air of the city is going to have some type of effect on you. To the point it's going to force you to grow up with this defensive masculine exterior and energy. So, yeah. When it comes to that with Jada, a lot of women here in this city have the same type of energy, that masculine dominating energy. Because the energy of the city forces you to grow up like that. Yeah, he's a Libra. Yeah, don't, like Libra men, because I know a few Libra men in my life, and a lot of them can be shady when they want to be. Like Libra men, like they like Geminis. They like to put on two faces. And I mean, of course, they air signs. Air signs are two faced. Libra men are no different from Gemini men. Then oh yeah, T.I. is another one. I used to be a huge fan of T.I. too. But T.I. is another one too. T.I. loved to have that T.I. would turn that performative activism on and made it to make y'all forget that he's a trafficker, allegedly. Let me sip my water on that one. But y'all know what I'm talking about. T.I. Let me shut up on that one. Let me shut up on that one. But Jada, y'all know he will. Come on now, you know. Come on. That's why a lot of these celebrities turn to their performative activism and that humanitarianism or whatever the case may be. They want y'all to think they're good people. So when shit like that comes out, y'all would think, oh, they will never do that shit. Well, yes, the hell they will. That's how they get to stay on top in Hollywood. It's not about talent. It's about how deviant and demonic you can be, and you get rewarded for it. It's not about talent in Hollywood. It's not. Not the big Rosetta's. T.I. swear he a scholar. Let him tell it he's a scholar. But don't get me wrong, though. I love T.I.'s music. I do. I was a fan. I really was a fan of T.I. So, I can't lie about that. I was. But Jada, you a clown. Will's a clown. And shut the fuck up and let Tupac Shakur rest in peace. Let this man's name, even though, I mean, let's be honest here, that's really not his real name. Like, Tupac Shakur wasn't his real name. But still, let him rest in peace. Let that man rest in peace. Look, and I truly believe that she's also bringing him up again because of the fact that his alleged killer has been arrested. And that's leading me into Sister Love Diddy, the last topic of the night. So, as we know, Tupac's killer, alleged deleter, because you know y'all careful with the words on here. Keefe D has been arrested. And Keefe D has been talking and incriminating himself in Vlad Culture Vulture ass interviews for years. And they finally got him. However, I feel like they got him as a tactic to scare Sister Love Diddy. Because Sister Love Diddy is on a slow downfall. So, not only is Diddy Sister Love got this on his shoulders to think about, but he also has the passing of Kim Porter's mysterious death to think about. And then also we see that his business ventures are falling apart too, because isn't Ciroc suing him? Diddy never owned Ciroc. And I think I said that before, that he never really owned Ciroc. He's just an employee of Ciroc. That's all. A brand ambassador, an employee. He never owned Ciroc, but he made y'all think for years that he did. And he couldn't even buy BET with Tyler Perry. And I talked about Tyler Perry in my Will and Jada video. But the walls are closing in on Sister Love Diddy, and I feel like this is the beginning of the end for him. I feel like his downfall is finally here, and he's starting to feel the pressure of it all. And do I feel sorry for him? Hell no. No, that's a big fuck no. Because he has destroyed many lives. many careers of men, women, and children. He has disturbed the well-being of all three of those groups of people. Nobody's going to feel sorry for his downfall, and especially those in the industry. I'm sure a lot of people behind the scenes in the industry are pretty much cheering on his downfall, or pretty much just clapping at this. But I tell you what, though, you know who's also going to be next after they take Sister Love down? Jay-Z. I do feel like his downfall is coming too. But they got to get Sister Love out the way first before they take him down. But I feel like Jay-Z's downfall will be after Sister Love's. But right now, Sister Love is the main focus. Because I truly believe that Sister Love also had his hand. So this is what I think. I think that Suge, Sister Love, Clive Davis, and Quincy Jones all had their hands in this West Coast, East Coast beef. And they hired these hitters as the fall guys. Of course they did. And I also was watching Tough News TV's video earlier today about the fact how Sister Love has been brought in, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. He was just alleging this shit. But he said that he has a plug, but he also says, even though he believes that this plug is telling the truth, still take it with a grain of salt. And that's what I'm doing, taking it with a grain of salt. But when I was watching Tough News TV video earlier today, he was saying that Sister Love Diddy been taken into custody twice by the FBI for Keefe D and also Tupac. I mean, not Tupac, I mean Kim Porter. But it was also said in that video that Andre Harrell was present when Sister Love was making this deal with Keefe D. And that Andre Harrell, who we all know, Andre Harrell was Sister Love Diddy's first industry mentor. So he was allegedly present when he made this deal with Keefe D. And for years, he's been feeling guilty about the passing of Tupac and Biggie and how that whole West Coast, East Coast beef played out. And he supposedly, allegedly got in contact with Keefe D a little bit before his mysterious passing. And he was going to write a book. It's funny how all the people around Sister Love Diddy that knows his skeletons, that knows where his bodies are buried. It's mighty funny how they all are no longer here on this earth anymore. Another person that know where his bodies are buried, but she's not going to say too much about it no more, is his first baby mama. Because I remember when their son Justin got arrested a few months back, she seemed like she was about to just spill it all, but then she got silent again and started praising Diddy again. So she stopped down the line. He got her ass back in order. That's what happened. But best believe his first baby mama do know where his bodies are buried. So did Kim Porter. So did Andre Harrell. Mary J. Blige knows where all his bodies are buried, blah, 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 buried too. But I don't think she's going to say nothing because she got her own career to protect. Because remember when Aaliyah first passed away, she got on 106 in Park and said that was a murder. And I feel like they've been messing with her behind the scenes for years. So, she's not going to say too much. I don't think Mary J. is going to ever come out against him. She's not. Because she got her own shit to worry about with that industry. And she not trying to step on nobody's toes. She's not. She want to keep her icon status intact. So she's not going to step on nobody's toes. But if she does ever speak, I feel like she would do it while he's down. Like, down for the count. To the point she shit on each other. Because didn't Tough News TV also allege that Kim Porter found out that he got that Sister Love got Mary J pregnant too? Allegedly. Yeah, I feel like they both got shit on each other, so that's why she's not going to say too much about him. She's not. She's not going to talk about him. She's not. I feel like they both got shit on each other. And then he's been giving his publishing back to his artists, but with conditions where they can't really talk about Bad Boy Records. They can't talk about him, his Mustang, because he been putting things in their names for years. So Aubrey O'Day spilled that tea. One thing about Aubrey O'Day, she always have her foot on Sister Love's neck. She really do. She can't stand that man, and you can tell it. But I've always been a little suspicious of their relationship, especially going back to the Making the Band days, because if you watch the show and remember how they used to both argue back and forth with each other, it was giving lovers quarrel to me. It was. I wouldn't be surprised, but it was giving that type of energy to me. And Aubrey O'Day is a white woman, so the way she was talking to Diddy and Making the Band, he wasn't gonna say, let there have been a black woman, I guarantee you he would have just let it all rip away at her. But he was letting her talk to him any type of way. And I believe because she's white, he was doing that shit. He knows better. Diddy knows who to act that way to and who not to act that way to. He don't like black people. If he did, he wouldn't been trying to push liquor to us. And he wouldn't been lining us up, telling us get ready to die, because that's really what his agenda has been all these years when it comes to pushing artists like Biggie and all that. Let's keep it 100 here. I feel like he was having Biggie foreshadow his future with his album titles, because I don't really, like, now that I think about it more, I really don't think, especially when I was looking at how For No Fame did that, broke down that how Biggie was getting sick and tired of being up under Diddy, and he was starting to peep things with Junior Mafia. Okay. They messing with my live now. But I'm going to get off here because I said enough. Oh, I said enough. But I'm getting off here, you guys. But I mean, it's raining where I'm at. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of my night, y'all. So I'll see you guys whenever.